Hello. I think I'm live. Sorry about that. I'm using StreamYard. It's something that apparently is a very useful tool to keep broadcasting live on Facebook. So if you are here and you are wanting to post comments, you have to give permission to StreamYard so that I can see who's posting comments and who's not. Actually, because I'm using StreamYard and I just want to, I'm going to log in. Okay, I'm actually watching myself. I'm watching myself live just so that I can see comments that are popping up if there are any. So, oh look, it actually says, it's great. It's actually got subtitles. I didn't even know that. That must be a new thing. I've not seen that. I don't know whether that's something that I've actually, have I done that? I think, or is it just automatic? That's actually quite useful. I'm hoping that it's actually repeating everything that I'm saying correctly and not just like making up, like, you know, sometimes when the subtitles are wrong and it's like, they definitely didn't say that. So yeah, hello, welcome. Good, is it happy Easter Monday? I don't know if obviously everyone, all of you celebrate it or not, but it's obviously it's a big holiday here in the UK. Everyone gets Friday, so I think it's Friday off and then the weekend and then Monday, but obviously we're still kind of in lockdown over here in the UK, and there's not really that much to do still. We can still only go outside, go round someone's house, but be in the garden. And so yesterday, Alan and I, we went to a friend's, went to a friend's house, went in the garden. They've got a dog, and so we took them out round their area, just walking around. I think I've just smudged my makeup. Oh my gosh, I had something in my eye. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna do this. And yeah, that was really nice actually seeing them, because I hadn't seen them for a really long time, and just like, you know, just connection and catching up and, you know, just social time. That's what I'm really really struggling with, and I know there's so many people that are really struggling with not having social time at the moment, and as I think as we go into summer, we'll get more and more social time, which is great. So I'm just trying to find some tissue because I feel like my eye's watering. So, okay, so hope you guys have had a good weekend. Maybe indulging in some chocolate, Easter chocolate. I don't know. I definitely have had a bit for sure. Love an Easter egg. Okay, I don't just eat vegetables and broccoli. I know I look good, but I definitely don't just eat salad, okay? So I'm not going to be one of those people that you see online and be like, yeah, I just eat salad, I just eat broccoli, I eat clean. No, I'm not all the time, obviously. You know, I am human. So how's the wedding planning going? I hope you guys are you guys getting on? I don't know. All I see, all my sort of my Facebook and my Insta and my Pinterest is all wedding planning. I don't know how far along you guys are. Maybe you're only just getting started, maybe just new to this group, and maybe you only just got engaged recently, you're only just getting started. But yeah, I hope you guys are not stressing out too much over wedding planning, because I definitely feeling it a little bit, actually, the stress of wedding planning, and I'm kind of like just kind of avoiding it a little bit, if I'm honest. Like, you know, especially the guest list. I think that's the biggest headache, the guest list. You know, all the other stuff is probably, you know, it's quite easy to, well, I say easy. You know, you just choose what you like, whereas the guest list, that's the hard part, right? Where to sit everybody, and, you know, the tables, and, you know, seating, where to sit everybody so there's no arguments. But anyways, I want to give, actually, I thought about this, and I'm connecting with quite a few of you in the group, which is really nice. And I thought I'm going to give a shout out to Leanne, who we've been chatting over on Messenger, and I just want to give a shout out. So I know, Leanne, you watch these on when you have a break, I think, and when you on your lunch and on the weekends, because obviously you have really busy when these are live. I think you're at work, so just want to give a shout and say well done for obviously with sticking to your workouts, and the fact that I think you're doing them with your daughter is great. So, and it's always helpful to have support, right? Like if you know that there's a friend of yours who also wants to get in shape, they might not be getting married, but maybe your bridesmaids, like get them involved in your workouts. Maybe try and do something together, because that is a really the more support you have, the more likely you can stay accountable and get motivated together. My sister, she's jumped onto my my training session saying, oh, when are you training? What days is it? And she's literally gone, oh, and she'll tell me, what time are you training today? And she'll be like, oh yeah, look, can we train together? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I usually my training times I like for myself. I train hard, and I use it as it's like a bit like therapy for me now, working out and training. And I use that time to do a lot of not just physical work, but a lot of mental work up here as well. But she's jumped onto these sessions, which is great. Obviously I really want happy to help her. So so I just want to say that if you have someone to help you, support you, and you're going through the same stuff, then do it 100%. And for any new members, I know we've had a few new members this week, so just want to say hi, my name's Zoe. I think you may have seen some videos. If not, I'll just do a quick intro. I'm a yoga teacher, a ex-former PureGym instructor. I'm a strength and physique trainer and ex-chef tutor at the School of Wok. So those are my creds. But this group and why I'm here is I want to help brides make a successful physique transformation for the big day and beyond. I'm getting married in 2022, in July specifically, and I am dress fitting ready. And my job or my mission is to help you guys get there too. Not just physically, but up here, okay? I don't, one of my biggest barriers that I had to overcome was mental barriers. They weren't physical barriers. I've never really had, it's not like I've never had a problem with doing physical work. I've just always found it a lot easier to overcome than the mental training, because a lot of the time we jump so much on physical training and not doing enough work up here. So these coaching sessions are happening every Monday, and you can watch the replays anytime in this group. Leave a comment if you have any questions about it, or if it's helped you in any way, then let me know, because I'd love to hear that. I hope these are giving you value. It might just be one sentence, 2 sentences, maybe the whole video. Maybe you just watch these videos and just see it as entertainment value. I don't know, but so that's me in a nutshell. Every Monday, watch it live, watch it on the replay, leave your comments, and get engaged as much as you like. So let's get started. So today's session is about why belly fat is so hard to shift. It is. And I'm doing a topic on this because it's a problem that I've definitely struggled with most of my life. I had more rolls than abs. And it's an area that that comes up again and again, and especially for brides, because when you're wearing a wedding dress, everything clings, right? Unless you're planning to wear a corset or a bodycon, I don't know what you call them now, shapewear. I don't even know if a lot of people wear shapewear still. I definitely have a few of those. I've got ones around the hips, the ones that look like a skirt, the ones that are like a skirt, right? I've also got ones specifically for the waist. I've definitely bought those in the past. I've got the oh my gosh, actually, let me tell you a story about shapewear. The most classic shapewear are the ones that you pull up, right? The ones that you wear like shorts and they hold your thighs in, your legs, they lift your butt and they sort of squeeze your belly in. So they're like really tight shorts. And I was wearing this on a hot summer's day. And we went, where was I? I was in Hyde Park walking with my cousins. And I have always been really self-conscious of my legs, my thighs in particular. And so I've always wanted to squash my thighs as small as possible, you know. And I think at this point, I can't remember what year it was, but I think it was one of the years I first started maybe only just wearing like dresses and skirts, because even when I did wear dresses and skirts, they would always be like maxi or all the way down to the ankles, because I was so paranoid. I have really muscular calves and I've always been so paranoid of them. Like they look like, you know, I have really muscular calves, and it's not like I work on them, they're just there, unfortunately. And I've always been self-conscious of them. And I think that year that I wore these shapewear was so that I could wear a dress in the summer. And we were in Hyde Park. And when you go to Hyde Park, there's a really nice part where there's, I think the fountain, I think it's actually Diana's fountain, like Princess Diana's fountain, that area. And we were just walking along, messing around. I think I jumped up onto like the edge of the fountain or one of the seating areas. And then my cousin, she saw a glimpse of something under my dress and my skirt. And she was like, "What's that?" And I was like, and I just like started panicking, like, because I was so embarrassed that I was wearing this shapewear. And I just tried my, I'm like, I don't know what you're on about. Like, I really don't know what you're on about. Like, oh, what was it? You know, I can't even remember what I said, but I just remember being so embarrassed and tried to pretend that I have no idea what she's on about. Like, you know, because it's so embarrassing when you're wearing shapewear and then someone sees it. You know, you don't want anybody to know that. You just want them to think that you look really good. So that's my story of shapewear. I don't know, that just came off in my head and I haven't thought about that. Like, you know, when every now and then you get moments of like flashbacks, like, yeah. Anyway, that was my story about shapewear. I think I've lost track actually. So where am I? Yeah. So so belly fat is so hard to shift, and you know, and I've had my fair share of wanting to squeeze everything in, suck the belly in, and obviously, you know, there may be some of you who are thinking of having to do that, and you know, and there's obviously nothing wrong with that. You know, corsets have always been around, like, you know, they were around for a reason and they were created for a reason. But I thought I'd talk about belly fat and why it's so hard to shift, because it's something that I suffered with, and I know that it is a really tough area to shift fat, especially for mums as well, in particular if you're a mum and you're getting married. So this might be really relevant to you. There's also a lot of misconceptions around belly fat and how to shift it. So this is something that I'm going to tackle in this video or in this live coaching session. So let me get where it is. It sort of it's like got the edge, and so when I move the chair forwards, it kind of just catches. Let me move this mic actually here. Is anybody here? Oh, who's here? Someone posted a comment. Did someone post? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! How do I switch myself off? That's really weird. Oh look, Cassie. Oh, you said you've booked a lot already. Oh great, good job. Her biggest problem, I think, no, I don't think I can put that. Oh, she says she's got a lot booked already. My biggest thing is getting into better shape for trying dresses on. Yeah, I'm most stressed about that. Work out every day, but I'm 9 months postpartum with third one and it's been so hard. Okay, yeah. So Cassie, let's a lot of the things I think that I was just talking about is a lot of the things that I'm going to try and address in this live coaching session. So I'm going to tell you sorry, excuse me. I'm going to tell you a story about how I got into how I got my abs, or how I got my flat stomach. And I used to be one of those people that would try any kind of exercise to shift fat from a particular area. Like, if, I've had problems with my arms, these sort of bingo wings, and, like I said, my thighs, so desperate to do stuff about my thighs and my stomach. I think those obviously are the 3 areas that most women have trouble with. And I would always be focusing on doing lots of arm workouts, ab exercises, and then specific exercises to target the legs, to get my legs slimmer, to get my arms slimmer, to get my belly slimmer. And I guess not more recently, but what we see on Instagram and what we see online, right, is we see people doing all these target specific exercises, and yes, they do work those muscle groups, but the problem that the message that those kind of convey is that, if you do these ab exercises, you will get sculpted abs. And I definitely was one of those people that's how the message came across. So that's why I did target specific workouts. So I also in the past used to do, I was posting in the past a lot about specific exercises that I was doing that was target specific areas. And I just started to realize that I was just adding to the problem and not actually solving the problem, which is just bad messaging, or not bad messaging, that's not the right word, confusing messaging, because that is what we see when you scroll on Instagram. You see people doing all of this, but what you don't see, right, is all the stuff they're doing behind that. Okay, and that's like eating well, that's like other training. You don't know what other training that they're doing that's helping them, right? And also you don't know what kind of cardio they're doing. You don't know specifically what they're eating, right? So all of these things are really important when it comes to, when it comes to goals. And doing target specific exercises will not make you will not reduce fat in that area. Okay, let me say that again. So if you, let's say, focus on lots of leg exercises, it does not make you lose fat specifically from your legs. If you do arm specific exercises, it does not make you lose fat from your arms, because you cannot spot reduce fat. Okay, you cannot spot reduce fat. It does not work like that, unfortunately. Your body does not recognize that you want, because you're doing more arm workouts, that it then starts to go, I'm going to start to burn off the fat from here because, Zoe wants to have slimmer, slender toned arms. No, it's just, and so you cannot spot reduce fat. What happens is that as you gradually lose fat, it comes off your body all over, and you cannot control where it comes off, unfortunately. So that's one thing that I just want to, that's one of the key messages I'm trying to convey here is, I don't want you to expect that when you start seeing people doing specific targeted arm exercises or ab exercises that you're going to get abs, because I realize this not only for myself a while ago or a long time ago, but more so recently when I've had a friend. She was messaging me. She was telling me, we were having a chat. She was like, "Oh, Zoe, you look great. You've been doing all those ab exercises." And then she'll see a transformation picture and she'll be like, "Oh my gosh, where did you get those abs?" Because I've been doing them. I've been working out, and I've been consistently working and training my abs. I'm like, well, okay, that's great, but do you know this is what else I do? And and she's like, and when I explained to her that you cannot spot reduced fat, because that's literally what she thought that doing ab exercises was going to get her. She literally thought that by following YouTube videos, right, on just targeting the abs, she was going to get sculpted abs. And so I just had to give it to her straight and explain this. And I thought, you know what, this is a really good, this will make a really good training or coaching live session. And so the reason why your body does not recognize or does not shred fat in a specific area is because your body will always find the most energy efficient source in the body. And that could be anywhere. So it could be in specific, it could be actually on that day. It could be, you know, especially with where your muscles are. So if you've got larger muscles in maybe your legs, your glutes, maybe your arms, like where you get your energy from is not what's the word I'm trying to say? Where your body will not be able to distinctly target an area to drain energy from or use energy from. It will either use energy from 3 different places. And this is from food, okay? So food is an energy source. So how much you will eat also will dictate where you will burn fat, how much fat you will burn. Where you have a lot of muscle, because muscle glycogen is the sort of, I guess, the second or number 1 fuel that your body will start to use energy from. And then 3, the last one, is always fat. Okay, your body will always want to use fat last as an energy source because it's there to use for survival. Okay. And this all comes down to evolution and biology. And because as women, we are made to survive. You know, we're made to survive, and we're made to bear children and make sure that they live, like yada yada yada. Unfortunately, your body does not know that when you exercise, when you eat less, that you want to actually look slender, but it's always fighting you to want to keep as much fat as possible. And that is obviously a reason why fat generally is so hard to, that's why it's so hard for you to lose weight or burn fat specifically. And what's even more frustrating, right? Gosh, like, I'll talk about this forever, but what's even more frustrating is for women specifically, it's hard to shift fat from the belly because when we gain fat and then we have fat, let's say we gain fat, and if your body does not use that fat, it will then decide that, oh, okay, this fat is it's for the next famine. Okay, so then it goes, I'm just gonna like redistribute all this fat and like store it in this like middle section here where it's all nice and cozy. And if I ever decide to get pregnant or I have a baby, there's going to be so much protection of fat like in this area and also in the thighs, in the bum, because, you know, this is going to help with giving birth, and this is going to be useful to attract a mate, you know, because, you know, if we're strong, if we've got protection around the belly, we've got protection, and we've got like strong, you know, we've got big butt, and we've got like, you know, like big hips, childbearing hips, that's where that comes from. And like that's why the body wants to always redistribute any kind of excess fat store, right, in this kind of area, your belly, your abdomen, for that reason. And that's why it's so hard to shift. And then, right, not only that, okay, it's also the hardest place to shift because there are less blood vessels around your abdomen, which makes it harder for your body to burn the fat around your belly. Yes, that I know. Yeah, it's it really sucks. It's really annoying. Really annoying. So if you have excess fat, it's going to store around the belly. It's going to store around there. And then even if you start to train, work hard, it's going to be the last place to shift, because it's the hardest place to for your body to get energy from, to use that fat around your belly to store as energy. Because again, the reason why that is because it wants to make sure that you have fat around your belly, around your hips, so that we can all, you know, give birth and attract mates, which, you know, back then, you know, thousands or millions of years ago, that was the case, but not anymore. So that is the reason why, well, that is just the two main reasons why belly fat is so hard to shift. And I hope that sheds light on why, you know, that you're not the only one. You know, don't think that, you know, you're not the only one, because this happens for most women. And so you're asking me, well, what can I do? Let me just have a sip of this. I'm drinking today some coconut, turmeric, and ginger. I found this this company which makes the most delicious, like, herbal drinks. They're called, and it's coconut. I love coconut, and it's from what's the brand called? Coconut. Get it from Holland and Barrett's if anybody wants to get some of this. Honestly, it's the most delicious thing. You know, with herbal teas and fruit teas, you know, that you smell it and it smells good, it smells wonderful, but then when you drink it, it's really disappointing, because the smell and the taste is not the same, whereas this is actually the real deal. So not only does it smell good, and as soon as Anna knows when I'm drinking this, because he can smell it. Once he walks through the door, he'll be like, oh, you're drinking that stuff again. And he knows, and I know when I go around. So when I go around to a friend of mine, she also buys this. And as soon as I know when she's drinking this stuff, because as soon as I walk through the door, I'm like, yeah, I want one of those. And it's I think it's not the most, it's not the cheapest, but it's also well worth it, definitely. So it's called Coconut. If anybody's ginger, turmeric, and coconut, like, it's made with real, it's got proper shredded and desiccated coconut. Okay, so let me just moisten. Some people hate that word, moist. Yeah, let me just, mouth is getting a bit dry. So where was I? So what can you do about this? Okay. The first thing is to realize that, as I said before, that if you're focusing on ab exercises just to burn fat off your abs, that's not it's better. So I don't want you to think also, right, this is also a really frustrating thing. I don't want you to take this out of context either. You know, doing any form of exercising or workouts is better than not doing anything, right? Because you're burning calories, you're working the muscles, you're training the muscles, okay? So I don't want you to think that you should, if you're not doing any exercises at all, okay, if you're not working out, like, obviously work out, like, do something, but I'm not telling you not to just like not do them, okay? So I just want to put that out there. But what I do want you to obviously realize is that you have to work on everything else, which is eating, improving your eating habits. Okay, like there's this phrase, abs are made in the kitchen. I'm sure some of you have heard it. I've heard it bandied around, and I really was one of those people like, yeah, whatever. Like, especially because I was so obsessed with food. I had a really unhealthy relationship with food, which I've now realized, and it's taken me a really long time to overcome. And it's been quite hard to actually even say that, you know, like, I've had a bad relationship with food, especially because I hate the word bad and good and bad. But I guess you could say I did have a bit of an unhealthy relationship with food. So abs are made in the kitchen. The fact is very much, I would say, quite true. Okay. And if you spend, I'm not telling you to spend like 80% of your time in the kitchen, okay? Like that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you need to think about, okay, how can I spend, like, if you're spending 80% of your effort on physical training and only 20% of your efforts on just like eating well, you need to reverse that first. Okay. And you can't, and it kind of works both ways actually, like not just to do with like abs in general. Like there is this, that the reason why I guess a lot of people, a lot of women struggle, or whoever a lot of women struggle with weight loss, because a lot of the time, not the percentages exactly, but there's usually an uneven balance of how much you're doing of what thing, right? So some people might be actually super well, so they're cutting their calories like really low, okay? But they're not doing any exercises, yeah, they're not working out. And then there's the other group who are sort of working out like crazy, and then they're like, just like, oh, I'm just gonna eat like this and that, and oh, I'm just eating a bit healthy, you know, which I'm not saying is bad, but I'm just saying that you can't, it's just fine, it's finding that balance. And what I'm trying to convey here is, if you're one of these people that are actually, unfortunately, if you're one of these people that are focusing on doing a lot of physical work, okay, but you know that your eating could be a lot better, I want you to then transfer more of your effort into getting your eating habits, improving your eating habits, because if you are working out, you're burning the calories, you're doing all of the physical stuff, but you're not eating, okay, you know that you are snacking too much, or you're not, you know, your calories are probably a lot higher, or you're eating a lot more than you should be, you're not going to get the benefits of your workouts. Like, you know, you're working out to improve your physique. And I've gone through this cycle where I have done this all of my life. I've spent so much time working on the physical and not on the, and working out and looking after my eating habits, improving that. And that was the thing that I've always struggled with. So that's what I want you to go away with today, is go back to, I'd say, the drawing board, assess how much you're working out, and maybe you can reduce that amount of physical, maybe one workout, and use that time to figure out a better eating plan or improving your eating habits. And there is, I did do another video previously about sort of what I meant by, for me, what I meant by unhealthy eating habits. So if you're sort of thinking about what that even means, then maybe go back to that video and have a look there. And so, yeah, I think that's pretty much what I wanted to say. You know, the key takeaway here is that abs are made in the kitchen. Okay, I'm not saying you have to spend hours in the kitchen. That's what I'm saying. Again, don't misconstrue my words. Because gosh, like, I am such a, I don't want to call myself a feminist, but I am. I'm really anti, yeah, I am a feminist deep inside. And just like saying that, you know, women need to be in the kitchen, really, you know, that's such an old phrase. Not that I think a lot of, I'm sure, not that I'm saying a lot of people still think that way, but don't think that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying you have to be in the kitchen, okay? I'm just saying that I want you to spend 80% more of your effort on eating right, yeah, improving your eating habits. That's the key takeaway here. And let me know if this has been helpful. Cassie, are you still with me? I don't know. Are you here? Yes, no, yes. Did your 9-month-old needing your attention? I don't know. If you're here, let me know. we can have a bit of a back-to-back, a bit of a discussion. Let me know what you're doing at the moment, if anything has been helping you. Oh yes, you are. Hello. Yeah, so biggest struggle. I'm just going to read your message again. So my biggest thing is getting into better shape for trying dresses on. I'm most stressed about that. Workout every day, but I'm 9 months postpartum with the third little one. Oh my gosh, you got the third. How old are your other kids? I mean, how old are your kids? I'm just going to wait for her to get back. I'm just being nosy here. Just want to... How do you even find the time to work out every day, but you have 3 kids? Wow. Okay, so Cassie's just replied, it was helpful. I've always been big into meal prepping and clean eating. It's been hard to stay on track with the third child. 4, 2, and 9. Wow, yeah. 4, 2, and 9 months. That's just, oh my God, big high five, like 2 high fives for you there. When you say you've been meal prepping and clean eating, what can you tell me? What do you mean by that? Like, what do you think clean eating is? Or tell me, like, sort of what are you also, have you also been, are you eating the same things as your children? And you say you're working out every day. How many hours are you working out specifically? Like, is it every morning for 30 minutes or, you know? I'm hoping you're typing here because I can't actually see. Like, you know, when someone is like messaging on WhatsApp or you know, on Messenger, they're like, you can see people typing. You're like, yeah, I'll just wait for their reply before I say anything more. So I'm hoping you are doing that, and or maybe not. I don't know, but let me see if you. Hopefully, you're still here. And yeah, no, yes, no. Okay, so Cassie's just said Sundays I cook food for the week. Yes, Sunday's my cooking as well, my cooking day, my prep day. Okay, I clean eating. I don't like anything pre-packaged and I cook with veggies. I try to get my kids to eat what I eat, a lot of chicken and veggies. Okay, so I don't think you're, so Cassie, it seems she works out 6, you work out 6 days a week. You work out more than me. I work out 4 days a week. Okay. So Cassie, I don't think that you have, it seems like you're very well aware of you know, of eating. You know, you seem to be someone who's very well aware of, you know, what good foods are, and you know, you're eating your veggies, which are great, you know, for fiber. You got your chicken there for protein. But you're working out 6 days a week, 30 to 60 minutes a day. That's a lot of working out, Cassie, and I think that is really great. If I were you, I would definitely be focusing more on working out. So do you track your calories, Cassie? And snack on unhealthy. Okay. Yeah. Again, I end up getting busy with my getting busy with kids between meals though, and snack on unhealthy quick snacks. Okay. So I think this is the point, right? So rather than spending 30 to 60 minutes 6 days a week on working out, could you reduce one, or like could you take away one of those days, right? Because it's not, I don't think that not doing physical exercises is causing you, is not getting you the results that you want. What I think is that is the fact that you are snacking on unhealthy quick snacks. And if you can find a way to go all the way back, so through this, going back to one of the videos I was saying, you need to go and reassess, like with the problem solving, what the reason why that you're snacking, I'm guessing is it because you're hungry when you get busy with your kids? Or you're leaving, you're getting so busy that you get really hungry, right? Okay, and then you just snack on something because it's quick and easy. Tell me if that's the reason why. And Cassie's saying that you don't track calories. Okay, this is one thing. I'm just going to see what you reply with before I talk about that as well. Top up my water here. Is there anybody else here apart from Cassie? Anybody else on Easter Monday that's not enjoying the sun, if you have sun where you are? And you know, anybody here, I'm sure there are lots of people just spending time with their families. And even if, right, guys, that you don't have, if you're just watching these on replays, then feel free to obviously engage and message and comment, and I will get back to you because I am in the group, you know, quite often, or well, every day. Okay, I get stressed out sometimes and get so busy with kids that these snacks are kept quick. Okay. I would try and prioritize your eating, okay? Like if you don't have enough, if you're not feeding your body the energy it needs, right? You're doing a disservice, not just only mainly to yourself. You know, your kids are taking up so much of your time. They need a lot of your energy. And that means that you need to start feeding your body what it needs. And that means prioritizing your eating, okay? And I know I'm not saying that you need to not care about what your kids are eating and just try and get them, you know, obviously you do want your kids to be eating and you know, prioritize getting them to eat. But I think I want you to focus on prioritizing your eating, okay? And this means eating meals that are going to keep you full, okay? So veggies, your chicken, okay? Protein is highly satiating, so eat, even if it means eating more chicken, okay? Bump up the volume of your veggies if you have to. Bump up the volume of your protein, because eating those kinds of foods, okay, are going to be more nutritionally dense than eating snacks. And I think that is something that you can easily do. Okay, it doesn't involve that much more time. You're literally just bulking up your meals, okay, and not actually having to cook more food. You're just bulking up the meals. Eat whatever meals that you do, just make a bit more of them, add a bit more to your portion sizes, and see how that goes with your eating, okay? And that's going to keep you fuller for longer until you get to your next meal. And if you do, let's say you're doing quick snacks, what kind of snacks are they? Is it your kids' snacks? I know kids busy with kids. Yeah, I know a lot of mummies eat kids' snacks or eat kids' leftover foods. I don't know if you do that too. And you know, I'm a big I hate wasting food. My parents come from a my parents are working, came over from Hong Kong. They came over as working immigrants, and food was really scarce for them, and so I really hate wasting food. It's the number one thing, and that was something that I have had to work on, guys, like just eating food because I don't want to waste it. Yes. Yeah, I think I'll start a food journal to see what I'm eating. Honestly eating, instead of grabbing some chips, grab some carrots. Yes, or like you're saying, chicken. I have the healthy food cooked. It shouldn't be hard to just make another meal from them. Exactly. I think you've just really hit the nail on the spot there. Start a food journal. Really write down, because a lot of the time, this goes back to that previous video that I said. What we think we're doing, and what we we kind of like, yeah, I know what I'm eating. Do you really? I know exactly what I'm eating, and I used to just think, yeah, I'm eating my veggies, I'm eating my chicken, I'm eating this, but actually write down what you're eating and make a food journal, okay, and see and assess the portion sizes. Can you bulk up this amount of food? It's not about doing things perfect. It's a start, and we're just going around the problem. Yeah, they are kid snacks. I get organic snack bars, crackers and gummies, but they still have sugar. Yeah, they do still have sugar. Yeah, actually, do you know what? A lot of kids snacks are actually not that bad. And actually, so this is, okay, I've just thought about something that I want to tell you guys. So, gosh, okay, so these are for the mummies out there, okay? If you're a mummy, you're trying to get dress fitting ready, and you are snacking on your kids' snacks, because guess what? The advertiser's healthy, right? They're organic, and they're made from they're GM, gluten-free, organic, made from fresh vegetables and fresh fruits, and all the snacks, all these my cousin's kids, and all the juices. Oh gosh, okay. So you have to be careful when you're looking at when you're eating kids snacks, because yes, they are made with fruit and they are made with veggies, but actually I'm more really specifically talking about the fruit-based ones, because the problem with eating lots of kids snacks or snacks that have fruit in is that they have fruit. I don't know why I shouldn't have started this one. I'm going to talk about this next week, okay? But I'm going to go, maybe that's what I'm going to talk about next week. I'm going to talk about fruit, okay? Let's talk about fruit next week. I really didn't want to go on this topic because sometimes it gets people really riled up. But I'm going to talk about fruit next week and how that's killing your goals. And so, yeah, just be careful, Cassie, of snacking on your kids' crackers, the snack bars and gummies. Yeah, they still have, I think a lot of them are sugar-free these days, but the ones that are sold as made with fruit, you need to just be careful, because fruit is glucose, okay? And your body your body does not know that the main difference between refined processed sugar and organic sugar, brown sugar, honey, maple syrup, fruit. So I think that if you write your journal, start your journal, have a look, bump up your meals, create some volume, and see if that keeps you fuller for longer, so you don't feel the urge to snack, especially when you've got 3 kids and they're draining your energy really quickly, okay? You need to keep refueling your body and prioritizing your eating, so that you can then give more, you have reserved energy for yourself, okay? Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah. I'm going to work very hard on it. I believe in you, and I believe that you will work hard on this. And again, I'm here to support you. I'm here to, if you've got any questions, let me know. And yeah, have a great day, and good luck, Cassie. Let me know how that food journal goes. Okay. That's me for today. I've talked on and on for 50 minutes. Bloody hell. Oh, look, Amy Jane's watching. Oh, hi, Amy. I've just seen her pop up. Hi, Amy. Give me a wave. Did you find this helpful? Let me know. Give me a hello before I go. Let's see if Amy replies. Are you here, Amy? When did you write this? Let's see if Amy replies. I say hi to her. I don't know what everyone else is doing for the rest of the week. I hope you have a good one. I've actually got something really exciting. Okay. I've got something really exciting for you guys. I have been planning. And so I can't say anything about it right now, but I will look out for, obviously keep an eye on the Facebook group for an announcement because I'm going to drop something on you guys. Okay. That's going to make a really, really, really big impact on, I think, where a lot of you guys are now. Amy, are you here? No, I think she's gone. Say hi. I just, I'm not gonna, I know Cassie and I were going backwards and forwards with stuff, like, we were just talking and, but Amy, just want to say hi. Hello. And it says that you're watching. Okay, I think Amy's gone now. I think she's like, no, I don't want to hear what Zoe has to say. Yeah, so I've got something exciting. Keep an eye out for that. And that is me for today. I'm gonna trip on mic. Okay, I do have a mic here, but it's actually plugged in. I'm just gonna pretend to drop the mic. I'm Ala here. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely Monday. If you've spent time with friends and family over the weekend in the UK, then I'm really happy for you because it's so we're social people. We need social time. We really do, and I know that a lot of people, well, including myself, our mental health has really been impacted negatively from not having the social time. So hope you've had some family and friends social time, and thank you so much for watching. Again, these videos are live on Monday. I'm still deciding a time, but I feel like this time works out. It's 5 p.m. in the UK and 12 p.m. in I think Eastern Standard Time, which is like lunchtime. So when you're on your lunch break, you can tune into these and say hi. I don't know, maybe you're just like eating something, and then you can eat your lunch whilst you're watching me. And let me know how you're getting on with your workout goals. If you just need a bit of a high five, keep going. And yeah, that's me. Have a lovely rest of the week, everyone, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.